Alright, we got one last thing. Like how I was saying before, in the first, let's go with the first 3 movies, alright? The characters have a good amount of depth. They have backstories that explain their motivations for what they're doing, and all sorts of good stuff. You know, reasonable things that are fleshed out throughout the entire movie. However, I touched on this in some of my commentaries already, but the characters in Dom's crew, Dom, Letty, Mia, Jesse especially, you got Vince, Leon and all them, they're all fairly humanized. Leon, not so much. Doesn't get a whole lot of screen time. Vince probably isn't humanized enough. And this scene I'm about to show you pretty much says kind of word for word verbatim some of the things I said. Because Brian says them himself.
Coming from the hospital, Vince?
Yeah.
How's your mother doing?
They're giving a for the pain.
What are they giving her?
Something I can't pronounce.
Let's make sure we put a plate of food together, save something for her. Tell her we all said hello.
She'd appreciate that.
Hey, Jesse, let's eat some grub, man.
So, I think the thing is with Brian, ultimately, I think the beef is kind of one-sided with him and Vince, you know? Because when Mia unnecessarily, with a good amount of spite, though probably fairly necessary now that I think about it, because Vince couldn't take a hint, but Mia basically goes, "Hey Vince, where did you want to take me for dinner? Hey Brian, you want to take me there?" And Brian felt bad for Vince having his heart broken. You can see it on his face. Whether that was Paul making that choice, or if the director told him to look sad. But I don't think character of Brian holds any kind of grudge with Vince. He doesn't have a personal issue with him the same way Vince does. Because what's interesting is because when we're watching Brian react, hearing about Vince's mother and that situation and everyone being, you know, very supportive, which again really humanizes everybody because they all care about each other. They all have other things outside of street racing and this, that, and the other. Family they got to take care of, people that might be sick, they got mortgages, they got people going to school and they need to stick to their studies. This is, you know, not even 2 minutes of footage. You know, it wouldn't have hurt to include this, in my opinion, but just look at Brian's face.
Tell her we all said hello.
She'd appreciate that.
Hey, Jesse, let's eat some grub, man. Come on. Yeah. Want some of that chicken?
So what's on your mind, Speed Racer? What do you think about?
Nothing.
You're in deep thought over there.
I just think this is nice.
What's nice?
All of this. You know, the picnic and the barbecue. It's like a family.
What are you, an orphan?
No, it's just whenever I show up, my dad always calls the cops.
That line right there, it's like a family. It should have stayed in the film because that applies to the whole family core centric focus of the entire franchise, more so than Dom's spiel in front of the Charger in the garage saying nothing else matters, not the mortgage, not the team, and all their bullshit. Brian's the one that talks about family being something special first, but Dom becomes the head of the table and the person who pushes, you know, the importance of family instead, even though originally it was Brian. Anyways.
That's funny. No cops at the Toretto's house. Rule number 1.
No pigs, no pigs.
Oink for you, man.
Vince was drooling, and also, I've noticed every scene where Vin Diesel laughs gets cut. That's interesting. But anyways, that's all the deleted stuff I want to show you guys. I just thought it was kind of neat that some scenes definitely should have been cut. And some of them would have maybe added an extra minute to the full runtime of the movie and would have, you know, done a lot for the film on its own, but also would have actually helped with the context of the franchise as a whole, in my opinion. So anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'll be sure to respond to many of your comments. I'll do my best. Thank you all so much for watching. All of you that have been joining lately, we're almost at 50,000 subscribers. You know, my channel, I'll be perfectly honest, was dead in the water for a good amount of time there. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to make some Fast and Furious videos and just, instead of talking about just the cars and this, that, and the other, we're going to focus on Fast and the Furious as a whole and go through the whole franchise, hopefully. And you guys seem to be enjoying it, and that honestly makes me really happy, and I'm glad to see the channel growing again. That is very satisfying. I'm not making any money off of any of those commentary videos. Hopefully me doing this whole face cam thing kind of helps as a loophole around their YouTube stupid copyright system so I can make something. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys subscribing and all your comments, and I enjoy responding to them, even if some of them are nonsense. And I hope to see you guys in future videos. If you're not subscribed yet, and you just joined, fix that. You'll like what I got planned. Anyways, take it easy, everyone. I love you. Bye-bye.